Aha. To Al, wood and brick, but not pitch. Okay, you produce 54. I'm gonna find somebody who's just a cog and deal with that. Oh, would you look at that? Ahus has them. Cogs. Aha to Alberg. Pit. And tax collector Peter. Orlov wants that in as a name. We're just gonna call you bangers. It's very simple. Just go from here to here. Only takes 4 days. Take all that pitch with you. Activate. The other two of you, though, you've got the yet noble work of hanging around in Alberg waiting to be committed to another fleet. Okay, Stavanger has this utterly banged up hulk, 2 of them in fact. They should still survive that journey and then get repaired. Koenigsberg has a single Snickers with nothing better to do. Cute. And do we have anything else at all? Wagon train with no assignment is of little concern to me. Thorn. Surprising me with all these crayers they have. You could surprise me further if you'd upgrade your... No, you're working on a wall. Okay, but I told you to do that. Alright, that was one thing I needed to do. The other one was to add Gothenburg to all of our central supplies. I know the excitement just doesn't end around here. But that should be it, right? I'm going to check all the town lists here. Gothenburg, Stavanger, Flimburg. Okay, this needs to be updated, but that's fine. Yes, that is every city now. For real. I'm happy to find Gothenburg, though. I mean, pitch and metal goods. It's like Christmas coming early for me there. And it's good to see that there are finally metal goods in the market hall in Haarlem. Means I can go and try to finally expand those Mediterranean cities. And there's pitch. My god, this is a joyous day for me. When I have all my pelts here as well, which I do. Oh god, I have tons of pelts. Oh, this happiness is making me not want to stop. This means I can flood Haarlem with pelts, metal tools and pitch, and I can go sail down and finally expand those Mediterranean cities. I could probably get 5 of them. 5 of my ships ready to go on expeditions. That way I don't have to keep circling. Demons being a demon on my shoulder saying, don't stop then. It's dangerous talk you have there. So what you're saying is today is a Sunday, right? Okay, I picked up all my boats, right? Every last one. And then I got all these people who aren't doing anything. I can at least try to make them do their trade routes if they have one. I mean, most of them are going to say heavens no, but... Malmö to Alm tools should certainly have some, right? Yeah, you got tools. Okay, the idea that Haarlem has run out of fish is laughable. But it's the truth. And that's probably part of it. They've run out of hemp. Which means hemp has dried up here, because Nevsted is not producing bollock tons of hemp. Okay, that's troublesome. Wildcard Koenigsberg also needs to be hanging out in Alberg. So first, everybody gets back to Aalborg. Ring those dinner bells. Good. So many boats here, though. And what now? Okay, everybody needs Gothenburg added. Everybody that does the center needs Gothenburg. Actually, this will be easier if I don't have all these no-namers clogging things up. I say that, but I got a whole lot of people here that aren't no-namers. So many boats. And I guess if you really, really liked boats, then this would be a great game. Me, I don't care much for them. I'd rather be in the water than on it. Spielmann. It's very nice also that Carvels are starting to make up a significant part of my trading fleet. They are the fastest, most efficient workers. They're like poles. And it would be such a big undertaking to put down pirate protection on all cities. But I wonder if that would actually get rid of the pirates. Because I think they always hang around city ports, so if I always have privateer countermeasures, it might work. 28 million cash and still no cathedral in Aalborg, Jake. That's exactly what I'm going for. Aalborg nowhere is meant to grow big except for Haarlem, because Haarlem is essentially where we go to spank inhabitants out of. Housing occupancy is actually such that I could stand to build a few more buildings here. Now there are 477 houses here, and according to my estimates for Aalborg it can handle 600, so another 130 or so houses to go. Now these estimates that I'm going for city sizes are not my own, but I followed them before and had no trouble with them. So that's why I'm putting a bit of faith into them. Oops. Wait, Haarlem's 555 actually, 55,000. It does pain a man to grid like this though. This also pains a man. What is that meant to be? Glitch in the matrix is what it is. But they're not going to let me undo that. Or are they? It's pretty damn good. I'm very good at getting sidetracked here. saw one there called Moby Dick. Somebody would have sat down just to write out default names of these things. You know, the nice thing is, when I'm done with this, I will be done with this game forever. I will never need to replay it, because I will have completed it thoroughly. No need to ever come back to it. There are some games I wish I could do that too. But at least with this one it'll be done. The curse will be lifted. Now it's a big ask to actually have a fully efficiently working Hansa, but we'll get there. I say we because there are some of you that just don't seem to want to leave, despite many warnings. Jake, that's what you said about Caesar as well. Did I? But I mean, you're never done with Caesar. I even said I wanted more maps to play. Alright, that's everyone there. So Alberg now is sitting here with a ton of ships. I can even see which ships I have here. Carvels, River Cogs, Hulks, more Cogs, Crayers, Snickers, and then whatever else. So we need some repairs done. Yeah! And now, finally, I'm going to add Gotham City to everybody's to-do list. Not before I build all the houses, though. Which houses? All of the houses. Now remember, the Gotham City is massive. There we go. That's a ton of houses already. Look at that. This house is enough to not have to worry about them ever again. Just my kind of houses. I don't even have many places for these guys to work. Pitch is always needed, but tools are always needed. So convoys. Jake, you heard the Soul Flamer. You need to get 18,285,714,286 ducats to reach the moon. I think that's a worthy goal for the last playthrough. To reach the moon? Have you bothered with Novgorod at all? How dead is it? Novgorod is in upswing. It's in prosperity. It has more than doubled in size. And yes, we are going there to produce plenty of bees. Novgorod will rise like a phoenix. It's only been 7 years since the start of the game. So, I mean, that's not a long time at all. Happy days. Okay, if I can finally do this, I can stop for the night. I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten a bite since this whole thing started. Please send pizza. The call for pizza is dire. Okay, beer first. Beer is always first. Beer in the center must now include Gotham City. Gothenburg will always be between Oslo and Malmö, right? Damn right. I'm surprised I need 2 beers for the center. So with beer done, we need to worry about brick. I'm also going to want to talk a bit about supply, over and under production of supply once this is done, because it's on my mind right now for any budding people that want to play this. Cloth to the center. even though we barely have any cloth to put out. Expeditionary forces. Oh man, I want to set up my expeditionaries. The temptation is so high. Okay, IPA is doing its own thing, but Edinburgh really needs someone else to pick up the beer producing slack, and that place is going to be London. I've been slacking on building up cities. To be honest, I should be. I should go to all the places that I haven't been building up and just do it. I'll produce resources, it doesn't really matter. What matters is that demand will follow it pretty swiftly. Okay, now, did I do fish for the center? No. How did I manage to pass by that? It's because my mind was elsewhere, that's how. Alright, grain trains. Grain train center. Include Gothenburg. You really have to, because Gothenburg produces no food of its own. Unless salt is a food. And what a horrible way to die that would be. Hemp. Send hemp. And the honey guys, heavens knows where they find any honey whatsoever, but the center seems to do okay. Okay, Mr. Jekyll. Wait, why Mr. Jekyll? Why is it not Dr. Jekyll? Or is this from the past, before he got his doctorate? Alright, the metal center. That's a touchy subject. With all these places making metal goods, metal is so very much in demand here. And didn't I try to curb all my overextension? What's the time in your area, Jake? Guessing dawn. No, it's 11:36 here. Do you have a 50k town? No, I've been avoiding building up towns to that high. I'm trying to keep population relatively low so that I can actually afford the Lord's requests. No, requests, they're just bullies. Hang on, I have Wine East here. That's fine and all, but why did I not give you a name? Wine Alberg. Well, 3, I guess. And we'll just call you Deadbeat. And I'll lose my place. The metal is taken care of. Alberg, do you actually have metal? Oh yes, good. Great even, because metal is so in demand. I am quivering at thinking how much money domestic trade is making me. Alright, pitch for the center. We finally have a reasonable amount of that. Gothenburg is going to help on that front. Salt. Start in the center, add Gothenburg. Even though they produce salt, we're probably not going to make salt there. There's bathtub and bacon, Daiken Kai. Spices. Spices only deal with the west. When I expand my expeditionaries, that's going to go and do center and the east as well. Difference with the spices is the spices actually I could make it a special exception where spices always come from Haarlem. I think that might be for the better. I need to work tomorrow. Sleep well, everyone. Well, so long. I'm going to enjoy having a day off tomorrow, hopefully. Again, it would be very funny if they turn around and go, no, Jake, you don't have a day off today. Why would you think you have the day off? Why did you think you had Monday off? That's what I could see them saying. Wine West, Wine East, Wine Center. And then finally, wood and wool. All these people putting additional stress on our convoys, but that's okay. Because I have built these things to scale up very nicely. Just beautiful. Now Gothenburg will receive everything they need, and I'm pretty sure the counting houses, or the counting house, knows what it needs to do. Good. However, it's going to produce pitch and tools, which means that you need an absolute ton of wood, actually. Regular amount of that. Don't need any special amount of hemp. Don't need any special amount of honey either, but you are going to need a lot of metal as well. A hell of a lot of metal. That's good though. It's very good. Jake, why do you not have 1,000,000 ducats yet? Your Aztec stream got there in less time than this. I have 23 million ducats. My overall wealth is 175 million ducats. Now, if you were saying, why do I not have 1,000,000,000 ducats yet? Well, that's a different matter entirely. Subsidiary town on its way. Okay, good. Very good. I want some cogs. I want 5 expeditionary forces, and I want Harlem to have a ton of pelts, tools, and the other thing. The way to do that is to make sure that we hold on to 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. Yeah, that seems about right. There are a few things I need to do for that. For one, I need to grab my smallest, crappiest auto fleets. Auto I Love Riga, for example. Auto... Any of my autos have been lasting so long that I know they have at least 0505 captains. Well, they probably have 5 in trade anyway. The Lebanon, and one more. Come on, there must be a Snickers among you. Well, I mean, I can tell by the picture, right? The I Love Riga is one. The poor Shitatsu show, I almost don't want to stop. The Warlord Janeway is just so useless, I can't help but leave it where it is. I mean, why is it even doing this? That's such a not useful thing to do. At least trade with these guys. And that'll get me good with Nimwegen and Cologne. Okay. Right, Snerfu is small enough. You get over to Alberg. So Lebanon and Snerfu, but there was one more that I needed, right? Can't do it to Bodie McBoatface, that wouldn't be kosher. The worm can do it. On you go, guys. Why are you doing this place again? I swear it's not long ago that you actually attacked here, and that's why I was having a problem with hemp. Actually, my problem with hemp is probably a bigger thing. I need someone else to produce hemp for me. Visby, perhaps? Well, no. Why did I even think it would be Visby? That's me getting too tired here. But that's a good opportunity to actually ramp up production in one of these new places. I mean, Bremen's really nice. It does both wool and cloth. It can bring cloth to me straight up. And Hamburg can bring me hemp. Oh, there's Minden, with its tiny population of 370 and its state of emergency. Oh, that's cute. Beautiful. Also kind of beautiful. You should be producing more cogs for me. Jake, I can do everything, at least if you mean shilling and translating English to German. What about German to English? I'm starting to think you're causing yourself insomnia instead of curing it. No, I think I'm going to sleep pretty easily tonight. Alright, I know I said that sorting out the trade around Gotham City would be the last thing, but I'm going to set up expeditionaries to be even better. And the first part of that is finding out just how many pelts I make here. Quite a few. Right, I want pelts over to the west. If I set up one carvel to do it now, that carvel will probably be good forever. So that's good enough for me. So pelt, Alberg 1, and Orumvolt. Is there space for that? Orumvolt? Well, there is. What a strange name, Nimander. Demand for pelt is really low. This should keep everybody pretty happy. Takes a long time, but I have confidence. Since you are a Carvel, you can go super fast. Ah, you test me sometimes, game. But my faith cannot be shaken. We will produce. So for the first time in forever, pelts are actually going to be reasonably supplied within the Hansa. Just in the west, though. The other guys can wait their turn, because I want to expand those cities down in the Med. Now my wagon train was standing by? Yeah, okay, sure. Otto Snurfu, you've got an amazing captain. What you need is a cog instead of that, and you are going to be Expeditionary Snurfu. What? Expeditionary Snurfu. Drop the rubbish that you're holding right now, all of it, and make your way over to Haarlem. You're not the only one though. We have you, Lebensol. You are now going to be Expeditionary Lebensol. And you also need a cog instead of Krayer. You also need to drop what you have. And also make your way over to Haarlem. And there's one more of you. That was you, Autoborm. Get yourself a nice built-up cog. Eventually I need more than just cogs, but that I think is a while away. Drop the salt. Make your way over to Haarlem. Haarlem, is everyone fixed up there? Of course they are. All you need now are spices. Clothes is its own issue.